What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Whitewood, Azamina, a deck that's going to get new support in the next set. I believe 3 new cards. Saint Azamina, the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, as well as the Azamina Aesthetic of the White Forest. A deck that if you guys want to be making sure you pick up, I definitely would recommend picking up the cards now. There is a deck profile that was played this exact deck on the channel from yesterday, so definitely check that out. We're also going to be seeing Labrynth on the right side there, a deck that's pretty standard to play at Color Locals. We are going to be seeing a die roll in the game 1 with Labrynth ended up winning it here. Going to be able to start off going first. Obviously, a trap deck's going to be looking to go first. We're going to see their first action being a Coup Clock, following up with a Torby, sending a Labrynth to the graveyard, which is also going to be chained to a lady summoning herself out. This is going to allow us to set the Big Welcome as well as bring back out the Coup Clock. And then when we activate the Big Welcome, we're going to be able to chain the lady to be able to summon it, set another trap from the deck, I should say. So we're going to be seeing the Big Welcome going to be activated there, and they are chaining the lady to this. And we do have an Imperm in the hand, so we are thinking on the lady effect. So we are going to opt to Imperm this one here, which is going to essentially stop them from setting a trap from the deck. Now this is going to be pretty nice because we are going to be able to prevent an Impulse being set, and Impulse being a pretty great card. Then we're going to be seeing the Lovely as well as the Torby summoning itself out and popping a card. We're going to be popping a tank, and they are take a second to read the tank. I don't think the toy tank sets itself if it's destroyed from the graveyard. But yeah, we're going to be seeing it sent to the graveyard here, and then we're going to be able to activate the effect of the Lovely, resetting the Big Welcome Labyrinth, and this passing turn on this. So it's going to be pretty nice because we did hand leave our opponent essentially for 2 cards here, and then we also got a bunch of resources back to the hand, and then we're essentially being able to pop once again with Lovely in the following up turn, and then setting a trap as well. And with the copy of the Coup Clock in the hand, we're going to be able to continuously activate every one of those traps every single turn, so it's going to be pretty nice. But now we're going to be seeing the All-Star, or the Alzat, whatever the one is called, the Diabell Star essentially of the deck. Going to be normal summon, activate the effect, sending the Woes to the graveyard here. This is going to be the Searcher card. I suppose this is Tails, not Woes. I do want to apologize. And then we're going to Impulse this, which is someone from the deck. Then the spell card is going to reset itself. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect to allow us to search our deck for any, because we do control one, which is going to be the Alzette. But we're going to be able to Impulse this there. That was pretty nice that we did have the Impulse in the hand already, and then we're going to be set for a lady from the deck. And then we do activate the Coup Clock so we can activate that trap once again. Now we're going to be seeing the trap card meets to the graveyard to summon out the copy of the other one, the Elzet, the Diabell's, summoning herself out, which then searches for a 1 from the deck. And the trap can reset itself as well, which is pretty nice, but we end up searching for the monster here, and we have 1 spell in the hand. Now I have to be careful because we do have the Big Welcome here, which is pretty important. But now we did set D-Barrier, so we can activate D-Barrier at any point of time to kind of stop that. But we're going to be resetting the trap there with the effect, because it was sent to the graveyard with that copy of Elzat. And here we just summon out the one that we have. It's the Rye. We play only one of this one. This is the Rucola. If you control one, you get to summon one out. It's a pretty nice extender here, and this time we do chain the Big Welcome, and we're going to summon out the Ariana here, bouncing back the Torby, and then we're going to activate the effect of the Lovely as well as the Ariana to kind of pop cards as well as continue out the line here, being able to search. And we're going to pop a card from the hand, which is going to be a Wanted here. Now, we didn't chain Wanted because we're not going to get the Diabell Star, and we're going to pop a card on the field. We kind of want to stop if we would have chained the Wanted, I should say, we're essentially popping the Rucola, which is going to stopping anything from continuing. Now we do end up drawing into a D-Barrier here, so D-Barrier will be able to activate the effect, and then we get to call the Synchro. So essentially forced now to go up into Link monsters, which is going to be pretty hard from the play. The deck does want to Synchro summon numerous times, so being forced to go into a Links is not going to be the greatest play, especially with like Rabbit and I think SP being the only 2 good Link 2s that we actually play. So kind of going into the Rabbit this late is not going to be the greatest. Now it could start popping the back row, which can be quite nice, but definitely not one of the greatest hits. We're going to see them make the Rabbit, which can then set the Azarune trap, which will be able to essentially stop a Link summons for next turn and potentially pop a back row card. But we're going to have the continuous effect of the Torby to kind of continuously being able to activate those trap cards immediately. So it's going to be pretty hard to kind of stop this here. Now we thought about going into the SP there, but I'm not gonna lie, our deck is actually like our engine is pretty thin right now. We're not being able to synchro play or synchro climb. We're not gonna be able to do very much, so we're just gonna pass turn on this. I think if we would have went to SP, we would have just essentially lost the game immediately. We're gonna be seeing a Storm activate, sending the Chandragolier being able to set from the deck. This is now going to activate the Coup Clock, allowing it to add itself back to the hand here. And then we can start activating the effect whenever. Now, there might be a world where we want to chain the rabbit, right? Or not chain rabbit, but chain the Azarun to be able to summon and pop a card. So yeah, we're going to chain that there before we get to activate the Coup Clock, just so that, you know, we can pop a card essentially on the next chain or force out the fact of both of those traps. And then we do chain the Big Welcome in the graveyard to bounce back the trap, or I guess I should say the rabbit, so that we cannot no longer pop one of those balls traps. And we're going to see the Lovely going to be activating, trying to pop a card, and we're just going to scoop it up there, realizing the game has been lost. So Labyrinth does take control in game one. Being able to go first, of course, and setting up that kind of board. I think that hand was kind of crazy. One of the best hands of Labyrinth can ever kind of get. Especially going first, you know, going second, of course, you could have some of those mulch armies, letting you draw multiple cards. But even then, like a hand like that, Coup Clock, going into like Lovely, or going into Lady, as well as having like the Sword of Torby or Chandragolier was very nice. And obviously having another trap would have been kind of cool, so we would have seen Impulse destroy the All-Star there, but still pretty nice. You know, we don't always want to see Labyrinth anyways, so being able to pop on those cards is not going to really hurt. But dive on to game two, we are going to be seeing the White Forest deck end up going first. And we do see the Toy Tank once again, and do we see double Lady in the hand? So probably won't be able to activate any of the Labyrinth effects this turn here. Kind of bricking is a little bit rough, especially going second in Lab. Like it's really unfortunate when you don't have those kind of hand traps to be able to play. We are going to be seeing a set of the Toy Tank that's going to be able to send itself to the graveyard, allowing the Alza to activate the effect to summon itself out, and then we're going to be activating in response, sending for cost the Arias, and then we're going to be chaining a Lady to that because we activated the effect, so we're going to be able to summon itself out and then setting a card as well. And then we're going to be seeing the Toy Tank be Chainlink 1, I believe Welcome Chainlink 2, no response to that, so we're going to be Lady Chainlink 3 being able to set the Mystic of the Gnome, it looks like there. Then we're going to be seeing the Ariane being summoned out. Or the Ariana can activate the effects now, letting us search for a copy of the Coup Clock. And this is going to allow us now to activate the Coup Clock, which is going to allow us to, well, I guess we can send the Chandragolier to the graveyard with the copy of the, whatever it's called, the guy there, the Blackjack. And Blackjack's going to activate the effect, letting us look at the top three cards. So I definitely thought this was a really worse hand. But looking back, this hand's actually kind of cracked. We're going to be seeing the Coup Clock adding back to the hand, and then we're going to be able to activate the Mystic of the Gnome, making everything in the hand being a lower level. I think it's also everything on the field. This is going to be a card that you see played against Rigel in the current meta. It's also going against a bunch of different like synchro decks, of course, you know, making the levels different. Definitely is going to hurt quite a bit. We're going to be seeing the Diabells now activate the effect, sending the copy of the Scourge, and that's going to summon itself out alongside the Silvera, I think. And then Silvera is going to be able to search for the spell card here. And then we're going to be activating the effect of the spell setting itself. Now, it is a quick play spell, so we can't activate it this turn. But we're going to be able to, you know, synchro up now into the Arugula. And then we're going to be activating its effect, discarding the Searcher. And then the Searcher is going to be able to, or I guess the monster is able to search for the one that we have not summoned out yet here. And then we're going to be seeing the spell reset itself, which is quite nice. We're going to activate Blackjack, which is going to hit a top card there. It is a trap card, which they can then set and activate this turn. And then we're going to activate the effect to let us search as well here off of the spell that searches, because we do control a whatever. It's like one of the tri-types, beast, or not beast, it's like illusion or spellcaster, I think it is. And then we're going to be seeing them search for another little Diabells. I mean, Mystic of the Gnome is definitely a good card, and especially in Lab. But I don't know if this is definitely going to be good against this deck. Like, I feel like if we started with it, it's probably really good. especially because it is like a 2-turn type effect. But I'd rather play D-Barrier myself. But it looks like it is kind of shutting them down here. I mean, the Little Diabellstar is a different level. Being level 1 definitely does hurt it right now, but we kind of can't continue to synchro up here. And we do have a bunch of lines for Labyrinth. You know, having the Kuklok in the hand alongside having the Big Welcome. We're going to be going up into a Link being another rabbit or an SP, it looks like. Okay, so you're thinking on this. We do opt to SP banish the Big Welcome. I mean, that is pretty fair. Making them not have access to a Big Welcome anymore is going to be pretty crucial. Then we summon out we activate the effect summoning itself out here because we do control a White Woods, or White Forest, I should say. Then we're going to activate the effect sending the Scourge. That's going to let us draw 1 card here, and I believe they draw into a Wanted, which is going to give us access to the Deception package, I should say, or we already have the Deception in the hand, so it doesn't really matter there. The Deception will be able to activate, and we're going to tribute off the little Diabellstar here, which then lets us search our deck for a copy of the Hallowed Azamina. Now, Hallowed Azamina can either send Deception or a Wanted, depending on kind of what they want to chain here. We can also get both of the effects if we wanted to there, like link away and then go up once again, but we're going to be seeing the Hallowed Azamina, and it looks like we're going to try sending. Okay, so we're going to be summoning out the 6. You don't have to actually reveal. A lot of people think that revealing is going to be cost, but there is no cost for these cards, which is cool. Then we're going to chain the Wanted there, allowing us to search for a Diabellstar. And it's going to allow us to just send the Diabellstar, or send the Wanted to the graveyard to summon itself out. Then we're going to be seeing the effect of this to try to pop a back row. And we're going to opt to pop it. They do chain the Rumor Cannon there because it is able to activate the effect. They're going to chain the SP to this, and that's going to remove itself alongside the Lady. And then we're going to be seeing those flip face down. I don't know why we did the Lady. I don't think it really matters, honestly, but I'd probably choose them not to the Lady, because then if I find a way to pop the Lady, it's just a little bit better. But we're going to see Diabell's send the fusion monster to the graveyard here, allowing us to set from our deck. I didn't get to see which one they set there. I was too busy focused on the camera. Then we're going to see the Hallowed Azamina add itself back to the hand because we are going to be putting the fusion back in the extra. Then we're going to go for the Silvera, and they do chain Mystic of the Gnomes here. And that's not going to make any difference at this point. There's zero reason to do that. We are going to be able to have the Wanted draw to put back the Deception, allowing us to simply draw 1 card, which is pretty nice. Deception doesn't really need to set itself during the end phase here, because we are going to have access to it if we did set that off the Diabellstar here, like if we had a second one there, which I'm going to be assuming they did. So we're going to set 2 more additional cards, and we're going to pass turn on that. We're going to be seeing the SP come back with the Lady, and just passing turn here. So we are going to be setting 1 card, flipping up the Ariana, turning the Lady into attack position here, and then we do have the Lady going to battle phase, attacking into the Silvera. Now Silvera will die. I believe it does activate to add back. I could be wrong though. I haven't read these cards in a bit. It adds a Sinful Trap, so we don't play the trap there, which means you can't add. In the Chimera deck, we do play the Sinful Spells of Slumber, which is pretty nice. So, you know, if you are playing like a pure Sinful Spells package, you will be able to search. But we're going to be able to go Wanted into a Diabellstar here, that we end up setting off the Diabellus. So that's kind of important to note as well. So we do pass, and then they draw, and we're going to go into the Chaos Angel here by using the 7 as well as a 3, because they were changed. And then we're going to go D-Barrier on Synchro here. And then we're going to chain the SP, because we tried to banish it there, and they are going to be successful on this. We then activate a toy box, and we see the Labyrinth player scoop it up, realizing the game is going to be over. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool how we change the levels there, and we're still able to make Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel being a crazy card, honestly, just kind of goated there, to be honest. But moving on to game 3, we are going to be seeing Labyrinth end up being able to go first, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I know that from experience, this Lab deck right now is playing a crazy card, and if we end up pulling it off, it's going to be quite nice. So if you guys have not, or are debating leaving the video, I definitely recommend staying for the next couple of bit, because the video is almost done, as well as this game 3 is going to be kind of crazy. We're playing a little bit of a spicier list with a virus card in there, and it does go hard. I'll play it myself, so you'll be seeing that in a POV, I believe, either this week or next week. I'm still trying to figure out a proper upload schedule for work, as well as other stuff that I'm currently doing. Trying to learn snowboarding, which is pretty cool. And then I thought about maybe starting another channel with other stuff like maybe photography, trying to improve my editing skills and things like that, and maybe making vlogs a little bit easier as well. But dive on into game 3, we are going to be seeing Labyrinth going first, and this is going to be a crazy turn. All right, so say a crazy game 3 here. So we're going to be seeing a normal summon of an Ariana, being a pretty standard line, being able to search our deck for any missing piece that we need. And they do have an Ash Blossom in the hand, as well as a copy of Imperm here. So they did think about Imperming this. Looking back, I definitely would have Impermed it myself, but we are going to be seeing its resolve here. Searching for a copy of the Lady, which means that we most likely have either some traps we're going to activate in the hand, or something else we're kind of going to go for here. We're going to be seeing a Lady summon herself out, then we're going to activate the effect of Ariana, or Arias, sending itself to the graveyard, and that's going to be able to set a Big Welcome, and then Big Welcome is going to activate the effect, and we do chain Ash Blossom this, which is going to be fine, because we get to summon out the Arias here, and it's going to be another Link material if we want to go up into a Link monster. We do go up for a Chandragolier, using itself alongside a copy of Rollback to set the Labyrinth here. Then we flip that face up, and we have now Rollback as well as a copy of Big Welcome. So we're going to be banishing Rollback, paying half our life points, copy of Big Welcome, which then able to activate the effect, summoning out the lovely, bouncing back the Arias here. And then we're going to activate the Ariana there. I definitely recommend bouncing back the one that lets you search when you normal summon a card. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of Lovely to pop, and then we're going to be able to add back the Chandragolier. And then also, Lovely will be able to set the Big Welcome. Now, we could Imperm the Lovely. I definitely think that we should probably do that. It's going to be a better card. But it's pretty crazy there. We're going to be chaining the Lady there to the Imperm, setting a Deck Devastation virus here. And this is the card that screws me up. So then we're going to be able to see the Deck Devastation virus setting itself. Now we can't unfortunately activate the Big Welcome to reset itself because we do control. Because Lovely did get hit with the Imperm, but it does look like Deck Devastation virus can essentially just devastate the hand there, ripping Ash Blossoms alongside everything else. Then we're going to see the Labyrinth re-summon back out that copy of the Lady, and now for the next 2 turns, we're going to be seeing the hand essentially getting ripped every single time. We're then going to go Big Welcome, bounce back the Arias, and then we're going to go Lovely effect, popping a card in the hand. And we are going to be losing half our hand here, which now means we only have 1 spell card, and we're not even going to activate the evenly matched. So we're going to see Toy Box being placed on the field, and that's going to be able to activate the effect, allowing us to at least get some cards here in rotation. We're going to search for the Toy Box as well as the copy of the Soldier. But if we don't set these cards, we're essentially going to be losing them here, so we have to set them. And then we're simply just pass turn on this. We're going to activate the Arias, summoning out the Ariana. Ariana going to activate the effect, letting us search for a Kuklok. Now, a lot of players do forget that, we have that ability to do the Arias summoning out a monster. And it is quite impactful when you be able to bounce it back to the hand with the copy of Big Welcome. So we're going to see the Lovely reset the Deck Devastation virus here. And then we're going to be chaining the Lady in flag position here. Normal summon with the Chandragolier. And this is going to be a whole lot of damage on board. I believe this actually is game, if I'm not mistaken. We have 29 plus 3,000 plus 15 plus 16. So 3,000 plus 3,000 is 6,000. That's going to be exactly game. They're going to check the toy cards one time to see if it's going to be able to let it resolve. But I don't believe they have a protection here. So this is going to just be a clear game from Labyrinth. We're going to make sure we do the math. And I'm pretty confident this is, 28 plus 3,000 is going to be 59, alongside a 16, which is going to be over 8,000. Then we have the Chandragolier to be a little bit bonus of a boost. We're going to activate the Kuklok here, and then we're going to be chaining the effect of the Chandragolier setting itself in Storby Torby, allowing us to summon out the we'll set the big welcome here. We're going to activate the big welcome in the battle phase. Is this not enough for game? Like, what are we doing? We're going to also activate the effect of Storby Torby, or Chandragolier summoning itself back to the hand here. I'm pretty sure this is enough. Yeah, it's 91. Now we're going to see Deck Devastation Virus summoning itself out. Why are we not? What's going on? This should be dealing damage. Like, we should be at... Do the toy cards have the effects to summon themselves out here? But we're going to be seeing them admit defeat, knowing that they have lost to this. They're going to be able to look at the back row and destroy those cards as well. So we see Labyrinth end up taking it there. I'm pretty sure that it is enough. Because, 29 plus 3,000 alongside 16 is going to be, plus 15 is going to be at 9,000 or 90,000. So we are going to be seeing the Labyrinth end up taking it in game 3 there with Deck Devastation Virus, a card that's absolutely crazy. It absolutely just shits on Ryzeal and Malice as well. So, kind of forcing the Malice deck to have a copy of Bystial. I like it quite a bit in this deck. And then it hurts a bunch of rogue decks as well, which is pretty cool, alongside like getting rid of any hand traps, which is often, phenomenal. Again, Labyrinth, getting rid of an Ash Blossom, which is pretty nice. Just helps out quite a bit. Regardless, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.